Hello, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm here to do a personal reading today for Daisy, and I'm going to call her right now because she wants to be live on the call during her video recording so she can watch it over and over and over again and yet participate. So you have that option too. Go to my website. It's in the comments if that's something for you. And so here we go. Let me give her a call.
Hello?
Hello, love.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. We're live on your video.
Thank you.
So you'll be able to watch this reading over and over as much as you want. And I'm just shuffling the cards. I see you just had a relationship that ended and you wanted to see what's coming up in regards to that situation.
Yes.
Now, I did hear something that I want to tell you, which you probably aren't going to want to hear, but, you know, that's what I get paid for.
That's fine.
The same way it starts is usually the same way it ends. It's not every single time, but most of the time it is. So you did mention that it started out with you being the third party. So let's see what's going to come in this relationship. Because I got that message years ago. And when I was reading your questions about this reading here, that was the first thing I heard. The same way it starts is the same way it ends. And that's almost always that way. It's enough so that that's like a general guidance overall. So let's see what's coming in regards to the situation with you and this person that you guys just had a difficult parting now. Okay. So I think these cards are ready to go. All right. So let's see what's coming towards you in regards to the relationship with Hernan. Okay, and there it is. The Seven of Discs and the Eight of Swords. Okay, Seven of Discs and the Eight of Swords. So it is Seven of Discs is a card where things don't work out and you gotta kind of just go take care of yourself. On the channel, I call it my tending to my own garden card, because that's where you have to take care of yourself. You got to let go of everybody else. You can't fix it for them. You didn't break it. You can't fix it. It's not yours. There's nothing you can do about it. It's also the card where, like, you did everything you could. Now you just got to wait for things to turn up to be the way they are. But the Eight of Swords is coming out with it. So this is telling me, like, Eight of Swords main message is like stuck in the head. And on this card, it says interference. On the other one, it said failure and interference. So it's like the situation can only show up in the energy that it was created in, which is, you know, it's like a side thing. It's a stuck thing. You know, the whole time you've been in this situation, it's been a stuck situation. So it just looks like what's coming is it's giving up, because it just seems to keep going in the same circle. It's like a hamster on a wheel. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't reach any destination. Yes. So that's what I see about what's coming in this relationship. Yeah, on your side, disappointment is the word on the Five of Cups. Disappointment. Your emotions change about the situation. You know, you're not going to get what you want. I'm hearing promises that are not kept, just all of that. You're not able to count on this person. And I'm hearing, ooh, your guides just come through really strong. They're like, why would you even want somebody that has managed to lie to somebody else who's supposed to be the person in their life for 3 years, so that way he can do that to you too? That's kind of harsh, but that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Let's see on his side, the Eight of Cups, indolence, walking away. It's the walking away card. It's like he's just walking away, letting you sit with however you feel. You know, somebody that and interesting. Whoa, on his side of the table, I have 2 8s. So it's like karmic cycles, man. With him, it's a big old karmic cycle, and he's going through these cycles, you know, and he doesn't change his ways, and There will be karmic repercussions. And I heard you want to get out of the way. You really want to get yourself out of the way of that. There's still time for you to correct it. And it looks like life was helping you. I'm hearing it looks like life was helping you. What do you need to know about this connection with him? The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is right here saying, listen, you need to stick with what you say. You seen, because the Queen of Swords, she sees beyond the bullshit. She sees beyond the illusion. She sees past what people want to tell her, you know?
Indeed.
Yeah, so it's like the mask is off. Stick in your boundaries. Stay with your boundaries. And don't accept no bullshit. Is what you need to know. This is the mask coming off. I feel like
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yes, I did what I had to do, I guess. I don't want to repeat the same thing again over and over. And I sent a couple things to the wife, actually, just to take the mask off, like you said.
Yeah,
it is time.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like revelations. And it's I should have said it when it first came to me, because I saw that. I saw you telling the wife what was really going on. Like, you're not, whoa, oh God, I'm tripping now, because there's 3 birds under her feet. There are 3 birds under her feet, and they're just flying by. So it's like, yeah, taking the mask of all the stuff that's been going on all this time. Mm-hmm. And then I'm looking at the yellow around her head. Her hair is all yellow. And that's about power. That's about your personal power. It's almost like, you have to communicate this before you can move on to do what you need to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she's not going to be happy about it, but you just have to get it off your chest. And then there's also, wow, now I'm noticing the 3 birds over here in the distance. So there's 2 places where there are 3 birds, and it's like, you gotta let that fly. You gotta let it go. You gotta release it. And so you're doing this by communication. So guidance for you about him is the Princess of Wands. Well, first off, he's not showing up in this card. There is not a couple here. Okay, so what you should do in this, I love that in this, now the girl has this hat of peacock feathers over her head coming around to frame her body and her head coming out of her crown. It's like, what you need to do now. You need to go find something else that inspires you, something that delights you, something that brings passion into your life, right? But it's something you got to do for yourself. Mm-hmm. So there's that. Do you feel like
he didn't care at all, and he just keep on with, being with the bullshit and just lying on my face, and I honestly didn't know what he wanted from me. Probably just sex.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not concerned emotionally for you nor for the other woman. He doesn't. He's not caring about you or her. He doesn't care who he destroys, as long as he gets what he wants. Yeah, and he will keep. He sees your passion, that rose in the middle of this card. He sees your passion, and with all those swords that are floating around it, he will tell you anything to trap you in your passion. So it's like he'll keep telling you what you want to hear, so you'll stay. Yeah. He's going to miss you when he's gone. You need to know this. They said you need to know this. When you're really gone, when you're walking away like this lady with your head up, your confidence looking sexy and all that, he's going to miss you when you're gone. And he's going to want to come back. And it will be very important for you to remember what an asshole he really is, because he has no accountability. He doesn't care about who he hurts. And he clearly don't care about lying in somebody's face for years and years and years. So watch out. You don't allow yourself to fall for the shit when he does come back. Talking about, we broke up now. Yeah, you broke up now because I told her the truth. Now she's not there no more because I told her the truth. You think I want you now? And that's what you need to remember. Do you want to become her?
No.
Exactly. Anybody that's willing to cheat on somebody else to be with you, honey, will be willing to cheat on you to be with anybody else. And if it starts out with cheating and lies and bullshit, it's going to end the same way. Mm-hmm. All right. You want to ask any questions about this anymore, or do you want to?
No, I guess on him everything is clear.
Okay, good. All right, so Go ahead.
Can I ask you about my baby's daddy, Oscar?
Yeah, what do you want to ask?
What is going to be the outcome? I mean, the situation between me and him, if we're going to get into an agreement, like, try to, cooperate as parents. Will he change? Because he has a lot of problems. We broke up 3 years ago as well. And he used to beat me up. And it was all bad. But sometimes he wants to come back in. He wants to get me again in his lies. And I tell him that I'm not interested.
Okay.
I also don't know what's happening also with him.
All right. Well, let's look at what's happening with Oscar then. Let's look at what is happening with Oscar. What is happening with Oscar that Daisy needs to know? What is happening with Oscar that Daisy needs to know? Judgment, honey, he's going through karma. Of course he wants to come back. Listen, I'm going to tell you something that you really need to hear. 3 years ago, you started being somebody's mistress, and 3 years ago, you left Oscar. The energy of the relationship with Hernan, did it feel a lot like the energy of the relationship with Oscar?
In a way.
Okay.
It started changing, yeah.
So a lot of the same feelings, maybe for a different reason, but the same feelings?
It's just that with Hernan, it was a lot of chemistry. And with my baby's daddy, it was just like I couldn't let go. I was just very attached to him.
Okay.
But then eventually Hernan started changing and not calling me, not replying to my messages, being an asshole pretty much.
Okay. So what they want you to understand is you had two different people with two different faces and two different names. But all of those relationships did not help you feel what you were looking to feel in a relationship. Both of them. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. So
I didn't want to feel alone, I guess.
There you go. And you know what you had in both of those relationships was a whole lot of loneliness.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now let's look a little bit more at what's going on with Oscar, but I don't want to use too much time with him because the messages from your spirit guides are trying to come through. What's going on with Oscar? He's still not reliable. Okay. He knows how he feels now, and he thinks that you have, like, you will take care of things. You help take care of things a lot, but Oscar is going through a very difficult time right now. For him, I have the Prince of Wands in his physical experience, which means he's still not reliable. I have the Ace of Swords in his emotional body, which means he's finally starting to see how he feels. I have the Queen of Discs on his head, which is coming through as you, as being a woman who provides. And I have the Hermit in his spiritual body, which says he needs some alone time because he's going through a dark night of the soul. Of course he is, because he has Judgment as his main energy, which is telling me he's having karmic repercussions for all the bullshit he's done. When people start going through karmic repercussions from the bullshit they've done, of course they start to see how they truly feel about the people that they hurt. So yeah, he's going to want to come back. Yes, he wants to come back. Yes, he really feels like he wants to come back because he knows that you're somebody who will stick around and who will be there for him. But his spirit is calling him to be alone, and so is yours. So, baby daddy, is it going to work out? The world came out when I asked that question. You got the world. You already did what you need to with baby daddy. If you go back into it, you're going to repeat a cycle.
No, that's for sure.
Okay. Now the message your spirit wants you to know. You need to learn how to be by yourself. You don't want to hear that. That's the last thing you want to hear. But they're screaming it at me. If you go into another relationship, it'll probably be another 3 years. Maybe the situation will be a little bit different. So some of the details will be different, but the outline and the energy of the relationship will be the same because you haven't allowed yourself to change your energy before you even attract a new partner. And from everything you're saying in the call, you're looking for someone to be with, which means you're not going to find somebody to be with. You might find somebody that'll entertain your body or your time or your money, but it's not going to really be somebody to be with because you're looking for something outside. The outside can never provide you. You need to find it inside, and that's why you need some time alone. The relationship, the kind of relationship that you really want will not come until you get comfortable being by yourself. So comfortable that it's like, oh God, I wish these people would just leave me alone. I don't even want to deal with nobody. I don't even want a relationship right now. When you're there, honest, full-heartedly, not lying to yourself because you love who you are and you love how you live and you don't require anybody else to feel good. When you're feeling better than you've ever felt before in your own energy, that's when you'll be ready. And you will attract at that point somebody that will come in and they will be all that you deserve and all that you wanted. Until then, this feeling of, I don't want to be alone. I don't know how to be alone. I can't do it by myself. I need somebody is going to continue to attract to you more situations that feel the way these ones have. So I know that's not what you want to hear, but this next part, we're going to save the rest of these minutes for your guides because you wanted to know messages from your guide spirits, anything that you should be aware of, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's the messages of most value for Daisy right now? Please and thank you. Temperance. You need to balance yourself out emotionally, honey. The lion here is representing God, spirit, energy, okay? And this girl is standing in this river, okay? And so she's pouring out these emotions, but the thing is she's got a smile on her face. There's all this stuff happening around her. There's a volcano exploding on one side, but there's a rainbow back there too. There's all sorts of different shit happening around you all the time. They want you to learn to be at peace regardless of what's happening outside. That's what is the main thing that your spirit guides want you to know right now. And that can only be done when you're not having a bunch of attachments or even as a partner like that to attach yourself emotionally to feel better. They want you to learn how to feel better on yourself. Okay. And they said while you're by yourself, some things that hurt are going to come up. The Three of Swords. Things that hurt are going to come up. Why does it hurt me so much to love me, to be by myself? Why is it so hard for me to love me? These are things that you're going to be learning so that you can change that energy, because the more you love yourself, the more you'll attract somebody who can love you. And that's why the partnership you want only comes in after you get there. Because when you're so happy by yourself and you don't need somebody else and life is so good because of you, for you, that's when you're in full love with you. Self-love. So Three of Swords. Yeah, it's going to hurt to be alone, but they want you to feel the hurt so you can get it out of you. The only way to get feelings out of you is to feel them and to let them go. And the truth that you don't want to see is that you need to be on your own. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is below you. You have a lot of emotions and a lot of ideas about who you are and how you are that you brought from other people in your life. Now, the judgment call is here in behind you. And I see that this is where you recently got to the point where you said, I'm not doing this. It's time for us to break up. It's time for me to tell his wife, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
This is good that you finally got there, because your guilty feeling was going to cause a lot more problems in your life if you don't handle that. You need to handle that. And that's why it came up. It's going to be difficult. And that's your karmic repercussions from what you have created from the past.
I'm sorry, my kids.
It's okay.
Right now, I'm going right now. Go. Okay, right now I'm going. I apologize for that.
It's okay. I understand. So some of the pain of cleaning out these feelings that you've been holding on to and learn are results of doing stuff that you knew you had no business doing since before. And the only way you're going to rid yourself of them is to feel them and release them. Okay, Mentor of Wands is above you, which is saying you have to learn the consequences for your actions. Okay, yes. But when you already started to feel what Spirit was showing you with the judgment call, like, I got to fix this because it's not going to be good for me if I don't. And big part of fixing that was letting it go. Yes. Okay. And if you do this, I love that this is coming up for you. 9 of Pentacles with gain. This is a single lady card. You're going to see that you will have things get better in your life. Okay. You'll have more time, more energy, more money, more better luck. Things will seem to work out for you. If you haven't been getting child support, if you haven't signed up for child support, you better go sign up, because you'll start getting paid some type of way. If you've signed up and it hasn't come through, it will come through. You'll find money on the floor. You'll get you'll get some card in the mail talking about there's a what does they call it? It's like a collective group lawsuit. I forgot, class action lawsuit. All you have to do is send in your information because you worked with this company or you bought this product or something like that. All you have to do is send your information and they're going to end up cutting you a check. You don't even have to go to court or nothing like that. You'll be part of a deal like that. I'm seeing these types of things work out for you. I'm seeing refund checks from bills that you paid that you thought you had to pay, but turns out they had an accounting error and it's in your favor and now you get money back. I see that if you can learn the lessons and go through the pain of learning how to be by yourself. If you listen, you got out of one bad relationship, you jumped into another one for 3 years. Can you love yourself? Can you make a commitment to yourself to be alone for at least 3 years if you knew that that was what it took to clean your energy out and live a better life, to get more in alignment with who you are and to line up a better future that looks like this Nine of Pentacles? If you knew that that's what it took, would you commit to doing that? Because that's what it feels like.
I have to do it because I guess all this time the only thing I've been doing is trying to get acceptance from people and just to feel love some type of way.
Right. And the only way you're going to get that acceptance is when you accept yourself and feel love for yourself. Stop. Look, who gives a fuck what they think about you? Because what they think about you ain't got shit to do with you. You got to do this for yourself. So what you're doing right now is the 10 of Pentacles. This is good. You're taking care of your family. You're starting to realize, like, I have to do this for me. 10 of Pentacles has a lot of meaning for me. It means family. It means closing out karmic cycles. It means contract complete. That karmic cycle with this last guy is complete. Okay, you finished it. Now, this is also about you being whole on your own. You're whole. You're complete. You're not half a fucking person. Everybody like, I'm looking for my better half. Fuck better half. I am my better half. I'm not a half a fucking person. I'm a whole person. That's what you're reaching for now. That's beautiful. Okay. And in around you,